Ever find yourself like using public Wi-Fi, maybe grabbing a coffee or stuck at the airport, and you get that sudden urge to just, I don't know, check your bank balance?
Happens to the best of us.
Right. But here's the thing, and it's a little unnerving. On public Wi-Fi, those financial details, your emails, even like your questionable online shopping sprees, well, they could be visible to more than just you.
Yeah, it's kind of like leaving your front door wide open while you're, counting your cash. Anyone on that same network could be peeking over your shoulder, digitally speaking.
Okay, that image is both hilarious and terrifying. So VPNs are the answer then, right? You've sent us a ton of articles about VPNs, especially a free one.
Lots of curiosity about
For
those.
sure. So we're doing a deep dive into this world of free VPNs, figuring out what they're actually good for, what the potential downsides are, and whether that free label is always too good to be true, as they say. What do you think?
Well, a VPN, or a virtual private network, it's basically like creating a secure tunnel between your device and the vast expanse of the internet. Instead of your information just floating out there on that public Wi-Fi, it travels through this encrypted tunnel, making it way harder for anyone to intercept and see what you're
So
doing.
it's not just about hiding what I'm looking at online, but also masking my location. Like, could I make it seem like I'm browsing from a beach in Bali while I'm actually just, at my desk pretending to work?
Exactly. A VPN replaces your actual IP address, which is like your digital fingerprint, with the IP address of the VPN server you're connected to. So to websites and apps, it looks like you're browsing from that server's location.
That's so cool. No wonder everyone's talking about VPNs. But why would I go for a free one when there are all these paid options out there? What's the catch with free VPNs?
Well, the obvious draw is right there in the name. They're free. If you're just starting to think about online privacy or need a quick fix for, say, a trip, a free VPN seems like a pretty sweet deal.
Especially for that added security on public Wi-Fi, right? Like, I'm picturing it as having a basic lock on your door when you're renting an apartment short term. You're probably not installing a top-of-the-line security system, but you'd want at least a little bit of protection.
Exactly. And some free VPNs can even help you get around those annoying geo restrictions. Ever try to watch a show that's not available in your region?
Ugh, all the time.
Right. Well, a VPN can make it look like you're browsing from a different country, and boom, you might just unlock that content.
You're saying I could theoretically watch, like, the latest save-in of, I don't know, whatever everyone's obsessed with, even if it's not officially available in my country? That's tempting. But it can't all be sunshine and roses. There's gotta be a downside to these free VPNs.
There are definitely trade-offs to keep in mind. One of the big ones is data caps.
Data caps. So they give you a little taste of freedom, then cut you off.
Kind of. A lot of free VPNs put a limit on how much data you can use per month. Could be a few gigabytes or even less. Once you hit that limit, things could slow down. Or in some cases, you might even lose access entirely until the next cycle.
So, like, one weekend of catching up on my shows, and boom, data's gone.
It can go quicker than you think,
Yeah.
especially with streaming, downloading
Makes
stuff.
sense. It's like they give you this amazing all-you-can-eat buffet, but then your plate is like the size of a postage stamp.
Perfect analogy.
Mm.
And that brings us to another big one, speed. Because you're sharing servers and bandwidth with maybe like a ton of other free users, your connection speed can take a hit.
Like trying to have a Zoom meeting during peak internet hours, everything's just buffering, buffering, buffering. So data caps, potential for lag, anything else that might make a free VPN, well, less appealing.
Here's the kicker, and it's a bit ironic. Some free VPNs might actually be messing with the very thing you're trying to protect by using a
Wait,
VPN.
seriously, how does that even work? I thought we were using a VPN for privacy.
Remember how we talked about running a VPN service costing money?
Yeah.
Servers, bandwidth, all that?
Yeah.
If a company isn't making money from
Yeah.
subscriptions, well, they need to make it somewhere, right?
Yeah.
And sadly, for some of these free VPN providers, that can mean collecting and selling user
You
data.
mean like to advertisers?
Yep, third-party advertisers, data
Yeah.
brokers. It's not pretty.
Okay, that is shady. It's like hiring a bodyguard who's also selling your itinerary to like whoever wants it. So how do we avoid those bad apples? How do we know which VPNs are legit?
Transparency is key here. Look for VPNs that have a clear, easy-to-understand privacy policy. They should spell out exactly what data they collect, if any, and what they do with
Got
it.
it. So no more shady fine print.
Exactly. And another good sign is if they've been independently audited, meaning a third-party security firm has actually gone in and checked that their security practices are up to snuff.
Like a safety inspection, but for your data.
Exactly. You don't want to get on a roller coaster that hasn't been checked for, potential
Just
disaster.
hard pass on that. Any other red flags we should watch out for?